Good morning, ma. Welcome to Alpha Online Education. Commerce theory part for the first year's English medium. The chapter that we are dealing with, that is the 12th chapter, e-business. E-business means electronic business. Generally, this e-business is done with the internet, mobile phones, computers, yes, laptops. These are used to do these electronic business. So let us see what is the definition of e-business. The term e-business refers to integration of the business tools based on ICT. Based on ICT means the business, whatever the business activities are there that are carried on the basis of ICT. I means information and C means communication, T means technology, means information and communication technology. Based on these, the businesses are going on electronically to improve the functioning of the company. So, in order to improve the functioning of the company, as we know, the company can't able to target the whole market because the manufacturing process will be takes place in one place and the consumers are distributed all over the world. So that's why it becomes necessary to reach the customers. So the human being can't able to travel that areas. So that's why the online trading system has came forward in order to overcome with that problem. So e-business refers to the use of an online support. E-business means electronic business, okay. So e-business using the online support for the relationship building between a company and clients, okay. For building a relationship between the company and the clients, in order to build the relationship between the company and the client. Company means company, clients means the customers, investors, okay. In order to maintain relationship with them, the business has maintained, it has taken the support of the online system and it has created the relationship between company and the clients. E-business was first used by IBM in 1997. Who used the e-business first means e-business is used by first IBM Institute in 1997. Later it was used by other business organizations. It defined e-business as transformation of key business process through the use of internet technology. Whatever the business process are there, what is the business? Buying and selling of goods and services, yes. So buying raw material and selling of goods, finished goods to the customers. So this is the main intention of the business, right? So that activities are going on with the help of internet technology, that is known as e-business. When the business is carried on with the internet technology, then it is known as e-business. Let us see the scope of the e-business. Most of us are aware of buying products online through some online portals like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, etc. So most of us having the awareness about the online shopping nowadays. Nowadays online education is also going on due to COVID-19. So we know about the online shopping, how we have to keep an order, how we get the product, if there is any damage in the product, how we can replace that product with the other product. We know everything about that. Nowadays we are doing online payments, Paytm, PhonePe, these all are apps. Those are used for the payment of the currency from one person to another person, from one place to another place within a few seconds. So we know the shopping apps, Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, and so many are there, Snapdeal, okay. These all are the online shopping apps. And also nowadays we have Zomato, these all are food supplying apps, right? So these e-business is broadly divided into these categories: business to business, B2B. B2B means business to business, B means business, okay. Business to business refers to the exchange of products and services by one business enterprise to another business enterprise. Means here one business enterprise is exchanging their products and services with another business enterprise. Such type of transactions are known as business to business transactions. Okay, so India Mart, Trade India, Alibaba, etc. These are some of the business to business organizations. Okay, so business to business transactions are going on in these. Next, business to consumer. Business to consumer, so refers to exchange of product and service from a business to a customer. So it is an exchange of goods or services from business to the customer, that is known as business to customer. Okay, example Amazon.com, Flipkart, etc. These are business to consumer. They are supplying the goods, they are providing the services to the customer, from business to customer. There will be no middlemen. Next, customer to customer. Okay, customer to customer, where customer offered their products online to be brought by another customer. Example OLX, Quaker, etc. So here one customer purchase one good and he don't want that good. At that time he will use Quaker or OLX. By that he will find some of the other customer who is ready to purchase that good, and they will make the exchange of those goods. Okay, one customer who is willing to purchase and another customer who is willing to sell, they both interact with the online system with the help of these apps. With these apps they interact each other and they will exchange the goods. So that's why we calling these business as a customer to customer. Next, customer to business. Customer to business. Transactions involve provisions of project work by the customer on internet to the needy companies. When the customer is providing project work, when the customer has done one project work and he kept on the internet, and it is the project work which has done by the customer that is needed for the company, then the company will use that project work of the customer, then it will be known as customer to business transaction. It is known as customer to business transaction, generally Google, etc. Example, that is Google. So one customer, he will prepare from project work and he will keep that on the internet. One of the company who is in need of that project work, they will purchase that project from that customer. Okay, next, business to government. Business to government refers to commerce between companies and the government or public sector enterprises. Here there is a business deal between the deal between the business and the government, or business and the public sector enterprises. There is a deal between them. So generally, example, let us see. Business pay the taxes. When the business want to pay the taxes, they have to reach to the government. Yes, they have to approve to the government. Nowadays, in order to pay the taxes also, there is an app to pay the tax. Electricity, for that also there is an app. Yes, file, report or sell goods and services to government. So file reports, if any file is needed to submit for registration for or anything, at that time the business can send the file report with the help of the internet, fax system or mail system. Okay, fax or mail systems are used to transfer the file reports, or sell goods and services to government. Nowadays some of the business houses are preparing sanitizers and they are selling to government. So like this, some of the goods or services provided by the business to the government, that is why that is known as business to government. So these are the scope of e-business. Up to here there will be the scope of e-business. What is here? First one is business to business. Second one, business to customer. Third one, customer to customer. fourth one customer to business, fifth one business to government. So this is the scope of the business, right? Let us see the next thing. So the elements of the business. What are the elements of the business? Let us see. E-commerce, transacting or facilitating business through internet is called e-commerce. Okay, when we are doing the transactions or we are doing anything with the internet, then it is known as e-commerce. Commerce means distribution of goods and services, right? So here we are distributing the goods and services with the help of the internet. So that's why it is known as e-commerce, in the short form of electronic commerce. So e-commerce is also known as electronic commerce, online commerce, e-commerce, okay, though internet commerce. So these are the some of the similar names for the e-commerce. Next, actioning. Next one is e-actioning. The internet enables the people to participate in the action without sacrificing their personal time. So with the internet, the people can also participate in action without sacrificing their time, okay, without wasting their time, without sacrificing their time. They can participate, they can do action with the help of the internet. In e-actioning, the people who want to participate in the action visit the website with a click and go through the details. So who want to do e-actioning, they can go to the website, they can click on it. As they click, they get the complete information, complete details of e-actioning. Next, e-banking, electronic banking. Nowadays this is only going on everywhere. Phone Pay, Paytm system, Google Pay, these all are e-banking systems. And also what we are using, the debit card and credit card, whatever the information we get on our mobiles after the transaction completed, that is also e-banking. Okay, electronic banking is one of the most successful online business. It is the one of the most successful online business. Yes. So e-banking allows the customer to access their account. It will help the customer to access their account from anywhere. The customer can check the account from anywhere. He can check the account, he can make the payments, he can purchase certain goods by doing the payments, he can give the loans, okay, he can do any activities and execute order through the use of website. He can execute the order through the use of websites, okay. Online banking allows the customer to get their money from the ATM. So with the online banking, it become easy for the customers to get the money from the ATM. What does ATM stand for? Automatic teller machine. Yes, automatic teller machine. Next, e-marketing. Electronic marketing provide a worldwide platform for buying and selling of goods without having any geographical barriers. Geographical barriers. Barriers means any kind of stop. Okay, there is no any kind of stop. We can purchase goods from any place. We can buy anything from any place because it has become e-marketing, electronic marketing. With the electronic marketing, there are number of suppliers, there are number of sellers, and there are number of customers. So by that, everyone is going to purchase whatever they want. So by this way, there is no geographical barriers, means there is some type of restrictions that we should not have to purchase those goods from that place, or we should not go to that area. These types of geographical barriers are not there. We can purchase anything, anytime, at anywhere, even 24/7 shopping time. Yes. Next, e-trading. E-trading means, e-trading is also known as online trading. E-trading is also known as online trading or e-broking. Okay, so online trading means what? It is used for buying and selling the stock in the stock exchange. So we have the stock exchange. In the previous I told you, we have Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, Kolkata Stock Exchange. So we can purchase the stock. Stock means shares. Okay, we can purchase the shares, shares, debentures, or anything at any time from the stock exchanges. So that's why it is known as electronic trading. Trading of shares, debentures, securities, gold. Okay, so currency transformation, those activities are done with the help of e-trading. Example, moneycontrol.com. Okay, this is also one website. So these are the elements of e-business. Okay, yes, let us meet in the other session with the other topic.